ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं भवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीद सादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमः। भद्रकाल्ये नमो नमः। वेद वेदांग विद्यास्थानिभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तिस्तोत्रमकल्मषम् पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकदातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरुपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अथातो ब्रह्मजिज्ञासा जन्माद्यस्य यतः शास्त्रयोनित्वात् तत्तु समन्वयात् ईक्षतेर्न शब्दम् गौडश्चेन्नात्मशब्दात् तन्निष्ठस्य मोक्षोपदेशात् हेयत्ववचनाच्च स्वाप्ययात् गति सामान्यात् श्रुतत्वाच्च आनन्दमयोऽभ्यासात् विकारशब्दात् न इति चेत् न प्राचुर्यात् तद्धेतोव्यपदेशाच्च मान्त्रवर्णिकमेव च गीयते मान्त्रवर्णिकमेव च गीयते. This प्रकरण of आनंद में is going to establish the reality and importance of Ananda Atma and not the Anandamay Kosh. This importance is established in 8 sutras starting from 12th to 19th. And you have heard that there are 3 levels which Bhagavan Shankaracharya has been dealing on this topic. And we have seen that there are 3 reasons he has given to establish that the Anandamay is not the Ananda Atma. Why this is said? Because for ordinary person, Anand is very big thing. For ordinary person, he goes to any extent for experiential Anand. To establish the secondary status of the experiential Anand, this Purva Paksh has been raised. Like you hear, no, that be happy. Happiness is everything in the life. These statements are there. Happiness is the last thing in life. So a general person is only after that joy which reflects in his mind or the sense organ or the sanskar or the buddhi. He is not at all concerned about the Anand substance. For him, Anandamay Kosh alone is important. And because there is a importance of Anandamay Atma or Anandamay Kosh, therefore his whole effort is to actualize what? The reflected Anand in the desire to the concrete object outside. The thought which gives him Anand. He wants the object of that thought. This is his whole project. If I want a son, actually speaking, the thought of son first gives joy, then I will want a son. So everything is first the source of joy in my mind. And then only I want it outside. To make that reflected Anand very concrete, real and stable now, long lasting. You don't want any outside joy unless you have enjoyed the reflected anand in the mind. This is the point. If a person has not enjoyed something in his mind, he will never go for outside anand. The enjoyment in the mind of an object is called desire. So once he enjoys, then there is a desire to get it outside. And he feels that object I don't have, therefore I don't have that joy. So for an ordinary person, whole life he spends in getting some reflected anand which belongs to the Anandmay Kosh and not to the Anandatma. And therefore this prakarana of 8 sutras, this question may come to you, which should not come later on, that why again and again Bhagavan Vedavyas is giving many reasons. And I already told why Brahma Sutra is based on reasons. Almost each sutra is one reason. Sometimes 2 sutras are one reason. To make the conviction very strong. Clarity, conviction. 3 causes I had given. One was clarity, conviction. Second was, I said if the mirror is clean, you have a better image. Therefore, you will have more self-knowledge, clarity. And third is, any purpaksh that comes up, that will be taken care of. So this is where whole world is working. Nothing more it is doing. And what is sorrow? That he has a reflected anand, but he doesn't have an object outside. And therefore he feels I cannot have the joy. If he had no reflected anand, there is no question of sorrow. Because I don't enjoy something inside my mind, so I don't want it outside. So it doesn't matter if something I don't get outside. But problem was that I enjoy inside, but I know there is no corresponding object. So there is no stability to that reflection which is in my mind. Outside object is required to give intensity and extensity to that reflection. The reflection is very dull. But by getting an object outside, that reflection becomes brighter and long lasting. And this is what is called fulfillment of my desire. My desire got fulfilled. I am very happy today. You don't enjoy the object. You enjoy only the reflection. And now that reflection is very bright and very long lasting. I like you so much and I sat with you for 2 hours, and about 2 hours I was very happy. Without you, I could not maintain the brightness of that reflection. It flew away in 2 minutes. And therefore, I again missed you a lot. I hope this point is a little more clear. And if you remember, Bhagavan Vedavyas has given almost 3 reasons to prove. One was Abhyasat, that Brahmabhyas has been done in the following section. Second was Prachuryat. Prachuryat, he said, because earlier predominance of Pucham word was there. And third reason we heard yesterday, Tad Hetu Vyapadeshat. That the Brahman has been alone talked about as the cause of the world. Not the Anandmay cannot be the cause of the world, because Anandmay itself is a vikari. Anything which is karya, vikari means it is an effect. Then effect cannot be the cause of everything. So 3 reasons after given. Today he is giving the 4th reason. Just now I read this. Mantra Varnikam evcha giyate 1.1.15. So 1.1. This is another reason to establish that Puchha Brahma, I will use the word Puchha Brahma to indicate the Brahman mentioned in the Anandmaya Kosh. Or I will say Puchham Brahma. Puchha Brahma is the Samas, and Puchham Brahma, we have broke it. Now this is another reason to establish that Puchham Brahma is Swatantram. Today is Vishnu Sahasranam. Okay. Now, this, if you see, Bhagavan Vedvyas says, usually says, you look at the Brahmanand Valli. What you see there? He says, very title of this chapter is Brahmanand Valli, not Anandamay Kosh Valli. See how they are thinking. Brahma Sutra is a good training to think of. When Brahmanand Valli has been mentioned, the importance in this chapter will be of Brahma. The very name indicates. If you are reading Shiv Puran, you can't expect glory of Lord Vishnu's in that. They say, in your Shiv Puran praises Lord Shiva, Vishnu Puran praises Lord Vishnu, Devi Puran praises Devi. The Puran will praise that too. That is only. That Puran is for praising of that only. If you hear Shiv Puran, so they say, there was one very big stambha was there, pole was there. So Shivji told, let me see who can find the end and beginning of this pole. So Brahmaji went on the top, Vishnuji went on the bottom. Ultimately, both after many, many years, they couldn't find the end. And they came back. This pole belonged to Lord Shiva, which you saw in Uttarakashi. And then, so Brahmaji said, no, I got that end. Well, how come you got it? So there was some flower called Ketaki flower. So he asked Ketaki flower, well, really you got one? Yes. Therefore, Ketaki flower is not offered to Lord Shiva. You are lying. One flower is there. It is not offered to Lord Shiva because it supported Brahmaji. He had not seen it. Vishnuji said, why I did not see that? I am very clear. So I am not too omniscient in front of you, Why Vishnu Puran, Shiv Puran will praise Shivji. Devi Puran will be praising Deviji. Because Ishtanishta is required. Okay. So when Brahmananda word name has been mentioned, the Pradhan Vastu will be Brahma and not the Anandamaya. This is very one point. Second point is very important. Anything Pradhan will be Swatantra. Anything which is the main and topmost, it will be independent. Okay. The company is there. The workers are dependent. Their salary is dependent on the main person. Their timings are dependent. Everything is depending on the main person who is of the factory or company. The main person is not dependent on the worker. So anything which is Pradhanam will be Swatantra. This is one important point, you underline it. Okay. That which is not dictated by somebody. Swatantra means what? Swatantra means Swatantra, it is not under any system. Tantra means system, some infrastructure, some cause and effect. Which is under cause and effect is called Paratantram. Which is governed by some cause is called Paratantram. Like body is Paratantram. It requires food, it requires water, it requires sunlight, it requires minerals, it requires vitamins. Okay, there is a which is governed by a cause. Food is not there, body will not survive. Water is not there, body will not survive. So anything which is small always depends on the big to survive. Microcosm is depending on the macrocosm. So one which is not having a cause, which is the main means which is the cause of all is called main. Anything is main because it is a cause. Like main switch is there. And Gurudev is the cause of the mission. Who is the main person? He is the cause. So anything which is a cause will not have its own cause. It's a causeless cause. And because it's a causeless cause, and therefore it is not dictated by something else. And therefore, the very main topic is mentioned as Brahmanand is Brahma, and therefore Brahma will be Swatantram. This is one way of attaining the conclusion. This is the one point. Understood na? Swatantra, not under any cause and effect relationship, not governed by any cause, whose state is not governed by any cause. Very important word is there. Who is not a part of any system. Moment you take anything in the system, it is governed by the system. Body is a part of a system. Mind is a part of a system. Sun, moon is a part of a system. Who is not a systematic thing. This is the one point. Second point is there. The Brahmanandavalli starts with Brahma Vidapnoti Param. Param means absolute. Anything absolute will be free. Again the coming point. Free. So Brahmavid apnoti param, one who knows the Brahman, he becomes free. Param is nothing bigger than that. Biggest. Biggest. Biggest means what? Unlimited. If somebody knows Brahman and he becomes unlimited, that means Brahman itself will be unlimited. That means Brahman itself will be free and Swatantra. Okay. Now this Brahman, which is mentioned as Brahma Vidapnoti Param, Taittiriya Upanishad is from which Ved? Yajurved. Yajurved. Okay. And this Yajurved mantra, and it is a Brahman Bhag. It comes in the Brahman Bhag. And the quotation which is used is from Mantra Bhag. Mantra Bhag. Only where is the quotation used? Are Tadesha Bhyukta. This is the quotation after that. Like you know, Om Brahma Vidapnoti Param. This is the Brahman Bhag. Tadesha Bhyukta after that, what is mentioned? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Ved Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Sah Brahmana Vipaschiteti. Till this point is the quotation which has been quoted from the Rig mantra. And one thing, please get this, that the Rig mantra are crisp and short. Almost the commentary of the Rig mantra is in the Brahmana mantra. So Brahmavid Apnoti Param is that has been now substantiated here. So mantra, so this Brahman Bhaga mantra takes the support of Rig mantra to tell its validity. Okay? Well, what you want to say? I have to say a lot. Why? Because mantra brahmanayoho Ved Abhidhanam. The mantra and Brahman Bhag both together is called Vedas. Again I am repeating, mantra brahmanayoho Vedanam Deyam. So Brahman Bhag will elaborate the mantra Bhag as if it is a commentary. Okay. Is it clear now? Now, please see. The Brahman Bhag said, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Rig Ved said that. Tadesha Bhukta. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam means Nirvikara, independent. Truth is not dependent on something. If you lie, it is dependent on the truth. Lie is always expect there should be something true. You cannot lie unless something is true. To lie, something has to be true. If nothing is true, you can't lie also. If you say the lie is, then you say, okay, what is the truth then? It's not right. Then what is the right thing? And Anantam indicates that Brahman is not part or tail. Okay. And further in this Valli, I'll collect, please keep on collecting the point. The Brahman is indicated, Tasmad Vaya Tasmad Atmana Akasha Sambhuta is Jagat Karanam, cause of the world. So Brahman is indicated as Jagat Karanam. Three things we saw. As Satyam, I am leaving Jnanam for time being. Satyam means independent. Swatantram, because Swatantra is the topic here. Therefore, we are using this Satyam. We are picking the word Satyam. So, Satyam, second is it is not a avayavam, because it is not a part. Anantam word indicates that it is not a part. And third, it is Jagat Karanam. These three things you collect for our description. Don't forget this. Swatantram, Anavyayam, Navyayam, and Jagat Karanam. Okay? Just collect it, I'll use it later on. Just quickly, I'll go to Brahmanand Valli. See how much important it is to understand it very well. The one who has gone through Upanishad thoroughly, he will enjoy Brahma Sutra more. If you have a not very good knowledge, you will go here and there. So, if you remember, the Brahman was introduced in Brahmanand Valli. Then from that Brahman, what came? It was characteristic of Brahman was mentioned. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Then one who knows this Brahman as his own self, Yo Ved Nihitam Guhaya. Third point. Then this Brahman was mentioned as the cause of the world. Fourth point. After telling the cause of the world, slowly the world was described in its grossest form as Annamaya Kosh. Not the world, but Annamaya Kosh from the world was taken to describe that. Arundhati Nyaya came up. Okay. Then we went to Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, subtler koshas, where Atma of the latter koshas. And ultimately we came to Anandamaya Kosh. And in that Anandamaya Kosh, Anandatma was mentioned as the Atma of the Anandamaya Kosh. This you saw. Now, this is an important point. When Anand Atma and Brahmapucham Pratishtha was mentioned, this Brahmapucham Brahma and Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma are not two Brahma. Why? Why you are saying like that? I'm telling, wait, hold on. So Brahma of Anandamaya is same as Brahma of Rig Mantra. Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma was of Rig Mantra. Okay. Is it okay? Two places Brahman has been mentioned. Will you tell me why? Because from both the Brahman Srishti has come. From that first Brahman, which was Rig Ved Mantra, which was our Brahman, and this is a Brahman. Both are one. It was mentioned Tasmad Vaya Tasmad Atmana Akasha Sambhota. And from this Brahman, Anandamaya Brahman, it was said so Kamayata. Satapo tapyata, satapas taptva, idam sarvam asrijata. At least remember this much if you can't remember everything. So what do you mean by that? I mean by that, in this particular sutra, please be careful. Anandamaya Prakaranastha Brahma. That Brahman which is mentioned in the Anandamaya Kosh is called as Mantra Varnikam. फिर से बोल लेते हैं. Anandamaya Prakaranastha Brahma. That Brahman which is mentioned in the Anandamaya Prakarana is same as Mantra Varnikam Brahma. Why? He has equated it. Mantra Varne Uktam iti Mantra Varnikam. Because that mantra was mentioned in the Rig Veda, Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma. Oh. And this mantra Varnam is not. This mantra was Mantra Varnikam. Okay. And because Mantra Varnikam Brahma is Swatantram, therefore Puchha Brahma is talking about Mantra Varnikam Brahma, and therefore Puchha Brahma also should be Swatantra. The Mantra Varnikam Brahma, that Brahman which is mentioned in the Mantra Varnam as Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma, he is saying same as this Puchha Brahma which is mentioned in the Anandamaya Kosh. Both Brahman are same. I told you why. Because from the both the Srishti, no two Brahman cannot be there. By my Brahman is another Srishti come. Your Brahman, Srishti will come only from one cause which is infinite. There cannot be two infinites. And any effect cannot become a cause because effect has prior non-existence. And cause cannot have prior non-existence. And therefore cause will be one only. If there are two causes, that means time and space has come into it. So two cannot come unless time and space comes. Okay. So what? So you saw how he equated it? The topic is to tell. What is the topic? That the Anandamaya Brahman is not Pucham actually. It is not dependent on the Anandamaya. So Purvapaksh came to say that because it is mentioned as a tail, therefore Anandamaya is the main one and he is a part of that. Then Bhashyakar, not Bhashyakar, rather Vedavyas Bhagavan came up. And he said, Bhai, that Brahman which is mentioned in the beginning, which I am calling it as Mantra Varnikam Brahma, which is mentioned as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. And this Brahman which is mentioned in the Anandamaya Kosh as Brahma Pucham Pratishtha, they are not two Brahman. They are not. If that Brahman you understand is Swatantram, yes. So if that Brahman is Swatantram, why Swatantram? Three causes. It is Avikari because of Satyam. It is Anant and it is Jagat Karana. Because of the three causes, that Brahman is Swatantram. Therefore, that Brahman and this Brahman cannot be two Brahmans. Because two Srishti Karana cannot be there. I am repeating it. It's not difficult sutras. And therefore, this Anandamaya Prakaranastha Brahma is same as Mantra Varnikam Brahma. And therefore, Puchha Brahma is Swatantram. And it is not a part of that Anandamaya. So what is Anuman Vakya? Anuman Vakya is Puchha Brahma Swatantram. Hetu Mantra Varnikatvat. Puchha Brahma Swatantra. Hetu Mantra Varnikatvat. Atmavat. Okay. So two Brahman cannot be there. Why the Shruti will use two words, two Brahman? When it is already said Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is there and it is showing Pucham, then how can it show? One, it is saying it is Anant and then it will show it as Avayav. When it has already shown it as Anant, then it will show it as a part. And when it is already telling it is Satyam, that means it is Avikari. Then how can the Avikari be something be Avikari also and part also? Anything which is aware will always be Vikari. Either you accept this Brahman or you accept that Brahman. Either you accept, okay, this is true, that is false then. Or either you say this is truth and this is false then. Usually contradiction, that same word you are using. It is hot also and cold also. Only why not you accept this is true, that is false? Otherwise, that is mentioned in the Rig Veda, I told you. So therefore, we will not take as a false because Srishti is coming from that. Therefore, it will be cause. And cause cannot be vikari, it will become effect. This is the meaning of the general meaning of the whole sutra. Is it clear? No? Not clear? Yes. And now let us see the word meaning. Word meaning is there. There are 3 words. Mantrikam, ev, cha, giyate. 4 words are there. Simple is there. Mantra varnikam. Mantra you understand, no? Mantra is what is mentioned in the mantra. Mantra varani uktam, mantra varnikam. Mantra varani. What is in the mantra? Mantra means Rig Veda mantra. So that Brahman which is mentioned in the Rig Veda is called mantra varnikam. That's it. Nothing more is. There is no complication here. What is that? Cha is not coming, no? No cha is coming here. Oh my God. That cha is, I am very scared of cha. So here, smaller is the word, more is the threat. So here, that Brahman is called mantra varnikam. Ev. Ev means that alone is talked of here. That Satyam Jnanam Anantam alone is there as Brahmapucham Pratishta. Okay. Ev is for avadharanarthe. For ascertaining that alone, you alone are the one. Okay. 2 Brahman cannot be there. Because if no, both, I give you one cause, Srishti Karan. And second cause is that knowing that Brahma Vidapnoti Param. Knowing that Brahman one attains Param. And knowing this Brahman, supposing this is, then a person will not attain Param. That will he will not get moksha. So it is not the 2 Brahman which is being talked of. Okay. What is for cha for? Cha is for very simple. Only what cha is? Cha is for conjunction only. And thank God that cha is not troubling us. Only why conjunction? Conjunction is to combine all the 4 reasons. 3 reasons were given plus this. This is what combination only. Since Sanskrit, cha is mentioned at the end. Like you say in English, Ram and Lakshman. Ram and Lakshman and Bharat. So here you say either Ramascha, Lakshmanascha. Or you say Ram, Lakshmanascha. So cha is mentioned in the end. Don't translate it. Okay. So 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th. All the sutras are together talking on the same topic. What? That Brahman is Pradhanam and Swatantram. The Anandamaya Kosh is not Swatantram and Pradhanam. To establish this point, these 4 mantras have put effort. Okay. Now I understand. Which 4 mantras? Just now we saw last 3 days. Abhyasat, Prachuryat, Tadhetu Vyapadeshacha. And this mantra Varanikam Evacha. These 4 mantras are putting effort. Well, what about the next 4 mantras? I'm telling you, wait. Next 4 mantras also will talk about the same thing in another manner. This is the point here. I hope this much is clear now. Okay, so whole attention is there on the Atma. Now, next 2 mantras, this mantra is over now. Oh, so good. Very fast mantras are getting over. Not the sutras are getting over, not mantras. So, this sutra is getting over. Okay, now next sutra will come now. In next 2 sutras, a little different topic has been taken. Remember, the topic is the same in the same section. Why are you taking another topic? No. Under that topic, the another way to explain the same topic is mentioned. Oh, you mean to say that Anandmaya is different than Atma? Another way is adopted. Yes. So this way is not adopted that Brahman is Swatantra and Pradhanam. No. Oh. Then what is mentioned here? Let us first read the sutra. Please repeat the sutra. This is in page 131. 1.1.16. 16th sutra is there. Please repeat. Netaraha anupapattehe. Netaraha anupapattehe. Now, so here, what is said? What is said here? Here he is saying that Anandmaya cannot be the main topic of this Brahmanand Valli. Arey bhaiya, I believe whatever he say, I believe why you are after me. No, this is Brahma Sutra going on. So they won't leave any argument untouched. You believe because your digestion is weak. When digestion is weak in Vedanta, the person gives up too far. बोले ठीक है भैया, जो बोलो तुम सब accept. He has no Purva Paksha, doesn't understand. He wants to get rid of this class and topic. So this Vedanta requires little subtle intellect. For a long time you can think on the subject without getting tired. So in the Brahmanand Valli, see, there is a Tika is there, Tippani is there. So how much they must be working hard, how much they are having the Sattva Guna to get into this subject. Now the subject is here that Anandmaya, he is not saying that Pradhan, when Brahman is Pradhan, please the difference. He is saying Anandmaya is not the main topic of this Valli. Topic is a Brahmanand Valli. Well, why you are saying like that? Because in Brahmanandi Valli, we saw that the Brahma Jnanam leads to moksha. And therefore, Brahman is important for the mumukshu because that will give moksha. Not the Anandamaya will give the moksha. So Brahman is introduced as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Brahman is independent and Brahman is what is it called? Ananta and Jagat Karana. Okay. Now the same Brahman is repeated as Jagat Karana. Sa tapos tapyata, sa tapas taptva. You heard that. I heard that. And 3 times Brahman has been mentioned as a Jagat Karana. This is the second time. So first was Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha samhota. Second was, if you see, second was in the 6th Khand, when it was said Satapo tapyata satapastapva so kamyata. And third time, Asadva idamagre asit tato vai sadajayata. Tada, so Tanatmanam tata atmanam tata atmanagdam swayam kurut. Third time. Okay. अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है. Toward the last khand, Anuvak rather, yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasa anando brahmano vidwan. So na vibeti kutaschaneti. You mean what? I want to say, Brahman is the beginning. Brahman, it has been ended with the topic has been Brahman. Brahman has been introduced as Jagat Karana. Brahman has been said as Satyam and Jagat Karana. Because the topic is of Brahman going on. Therefore, Brahman alone is the changeless fact. Anandmaya cannot be Satyam because Anandmaya is not changeless. It has Priyamod and Pramod components are there. Because it has a part, therefore it is not changeless. And therefore Anandmaya is not the most important factor. Anandmaya is not the cause. See, three things I said. Here the topic of cause has been taken. What is the topic here? Here topic is that three times Brahman has been mentioned as the cause of the world. Three times. In the first Anuvak, then in the sixth Anuvak, and then in the seventh Anuvak. If Brahman has been mentioned as the cause, naturally cause is more important than the effect. And Anandmaya cannot be cause because it is the Sa-avayava. Like the tree is with part and seed does not have the parts of the tree. And therefore, what do you want to say? Anandmaya is Kare. And therefore it cannot be the main topic of Brahmananda Valli. Main topic means not the lakshya, not the aim. Main topic means what? Not the purpose, not the main thing. Always understand this. What is the main topic means what is the aim is not the Anandamaya. Okay. And therefore Anandmaya is not Pradhan. So here in the next two sutras, not about Brahman has been mentioned. It is being told that Anandmaya is not Pradhan. Always understand this point. Swami Khandananda used to say that somebody came from Gangotri. Gangotri, Badrinath, used to live in solitude. So, he asked, how long you have been living? He said, 30 years I have been living in Gangotri, solitude. He said, Acha, what is your experience? What is your, at the end of the so many years you have lived? He said, in nice, quiet places there. That person who came, he said, quiet places there. Nice breeze is there, morning, evening. Nobody is there. He said, but is this the main topic? Therefore, I like these Mahatmas. Not my point, no? Well, is quietness the main topic of life? To live in solitude is a main topic. Of course, solitude is required. But that was not the main topic. Again he repeated, he said, see, he said, Swamiji, there nobody comes, it is all quiet. Very fresh air is there. Morning you go out for a walk, it is totally fresh air, you see snow-capped mountains. He said, but this is not the main thing. देखो मेन थिंग विल बी देयर व्हेन योगी युंजीत सततम आत्मानम रहस्य स्थिता एकाकीयत चित्तात्मा निराशीर परिग्रह. एकांत इज मेंशन्ड फॉर ब्रह्माभ्यास, समाधि अभ्यास, and ekant is not for ekant. Solitude is not for solitude. Ashram is not for ashram. Well, we have a very big ashram. What happens? Nothing, because ashram is very big. The ashram is not for ashram. Ashram is for the place where those who want to have the knowledge of the self or those who want to do bhajan of Lord, Ram Nam they want to take, Krishna Nam they want to take. Ashram is a place where you get an opportunity and sufficient opportunity without hindrances to dwell in the truth, to dwell in Lord, which you cannot get in the house. And where you don't have to worry about earning, where you don't have to worry about, marketing and shopping. You come here just to do your bhajan. Ashram is not a main thing. Ashram is a means to get this main thing. Okay. Otherwise, I hear something very big ashram is there. Then next question, what happens? What if we distribute, free groceries? Free groceries. What is your hamper? What? Hamper distribution is. Or food distribution is. Because that is not the main thing. Sorry to say. It is good that you distribute. It is also a part of our ashram thing. But don't make it the main thing. Similarly, in our schedule also sometimes, I do a lot of work. Work is not the main thing. Main thing is bhajan. Main thing is dwelling in the Lord or dwelling in the self. So for your life also, for our, why we came to the ashram, why we left. You didn't leave the house for some other things are secondary things. They are there. I run around, I work a lot. Working is also important. We have yoga classes in our ashram. I hear all these things when I go out in India or somewhere. This uses of the word. But it doesn't impress me somehow. My mind is like that. What can I do? I said, yoga you can do in the house also. Yoga you can easily practice in somebody's house. Take one room and yoga classes you can have. Morning, evening you can have yoga classes. Pranayam, Vastrika, all these pranayam you can continue. What I have understood, that ashram is mentioned, main thing, the bhajan should be there. That is the angi, other are ang. I have no problem. You can have hamper distribution, you can have seva project, you can have yoga classes, you can have some kind of, all these things. But main thing should not be left out. An unfortunate part, I'll tell you. Main thing is left in most of the ashram. They are concentrating on secondary things. And you don't know where is the main thing has gone. But in the house you can't have continuous classes every day. In the house you cannot sit quietly and think, nobody, my food, water, electricity will be taken care of. No. In the house you cannot sit and think, that I have no relation. You have to attend, somebody has come, somebody is sick, somebody is dying, somebody is born. Vegetable is over, water is leaking. There is an interruption in your sadhana. And other danger part, I'll tell you, in the house. It supports your attachment. It is attachment enhancing center. An ahankar enhancing center. The house. He is my son, he is my father, he is my brother, he is my sister. So your identity is constantly you are somebody's son, somebody's wife, somebody's daughter in the house. Here you are not, identities, nobody is asking you whose son you are, whose daughter you are, how much you have studied. This is not your introduction. Somebody asks you, who are you? Well, I am the Brahmachari, I am Swami. Don't say I am a doctor, I am a physician or I am an engineer. Okay. Are you getting this point? So he's saying here, this topic, my mind went somewhere else. No, in the Brahmananda Valli, I'm telling about the main thing in the life. Don't forget it. Don't get carried away by any action. Do seva. Definitely you should do seva. No problem. Do seva. Don't forget for what seva is there. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Don't forget Gita. This is where this Gita has to be kept in the mind. And these ashrams have no study about all these things. Now the Brahman which has been repeated in the Brahmanand Valli as a Jagat Karan thrice, and it has been mentioned as Jagat, as the Avikari and as Anand. That means without part. And therefore Anandamaya is not prominent. Prominent mean. Okay. So what you want to say? I want to say Anandamaya is not nir avayava, and therefore it is not the main. It is not the cause of all. So what you want to say at the end? I want to say Anandamaya because it is an effect. Therefore it is not independent. Anandamaya na swatantraha. Anupapatte. Anupatte means it is not proved. It is impossible for Anandamaya Kosh to become swatantra. Why? Because it is an effect. I hope this point is clear now. Now this completes the shlok, the sutra. I'll go to the word analysis. Not word analysis, word analysis. Okay. There are three words. Na, itaraha and anupapattehe. Keep the sutra in front of your eyes. Na plus itaraha and anupapattehe. Itaraha. First word we'll say itaraha. Itara means? Itara means? Other one. Not itra. Itra means perfume. Don't say itra. Itaraha. Alag dusra wala. Only why you are saying other one means what? By last 4 sutras we have talked about Brahman. And therefore we are talking about other one. Other one means Anandamaya. Oh, okay. Develop some intelligence. So, Itara means Brahma Itara, other than the Brahman. Brahma Vilakshanam. So, Itara is equal to Anandamaya. Oh, okay. But why he didn't write what? Why he did not write Anandamaya? Bhai Alpaksharam. He will use minimum words. But I can understand. You have to understand. Eat almond. They say that by eating almond your brain develops. I don't understand that. You eat? Not working. Okay. So, almond is not working, she said. So, Itara means Anandamaya Kosha. Now, second word is Na. And there you have to supply the word Swatantra. So, after Na bracket you write Swatantram or Pradhanam. So, Anandamaya is not Swatantram or Pradhanam. It is not the central theme of Brahmanand Valli. So, Itaraha na Swatantram. Anandamaya is not Swatantram or Pradhanam. This is the Pratigya Vakya. And the Panchami Hetu is given Anupapattehe. This is hetu vakya. Anupatti means, upapatti means logic. Illogical, because it is not logical. Why? Because it is an effect. Because it is a part. It is having avayava priya more than pramod. Therefore, it cannot be the cause. And therefore, it is not important. It is not main thing. It is not filling. It is not fitting. It is not proper. It is not logical. It is not apt. Same word I am using. Not apt, not logical, not proper, not appropriate, not fitting. And therefore, what is the conclusion at the end? So, na netaraha anubhapatte. So, itaraha na swatantram, and then hetu is anubhapatte. Upapatti means logic, not utpatti. Upapatti, pakar. Upapatti. Utpatti means creation. And upapatti means logic. And Panchami is there. Anupatti, illogical. It is illogical that Anandamaya will be main in your life. Therefore, don't make joy very important in your life. It is not very great thing. Don't be after joy. Huh? You should not be after joy. No, you will be in big trouble if you go after joy. Be after truth. Be after truth. Only truth will have joy. Truth is joy. It won't have joy. Other things have joy. Joy is an adjective there. Here, joy is the main thing. Unchanging joy will be there. So, this is the netraha anubhapatte. I hope sutra is closer to your heart. Now, when you read the sutra, you will feel, oh, I am clear, I am clear, I am clear, I am clear. But please, when I supply this word, then only you will get more meaning, clarity. Otherwise, itara na anupatte, itara na swatantram, iti anupatte. On this completes 16th sutra. 17th sutra we will see tomorrow, because you have your Vishnu Sahasranaam. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.